insights and for their inspiring call to action for women and for men. We now move on immediately to the GMIS official prize giving. This is the announcement of the winners of the Mohammed bin Rashid Initiative for Global Prosperity. We will be guided through the ceremony by the distinguished foreign correspondent and American television journalist Ryan Chilcote. But before we hear from him, we shall begin with a short video.
Wow, that was really quite something. Thank you all for your patience. I know we're running a little bit late, and everyone, of course, wants to get to lunch. But I can assure you, like you just saw in that video, what's coming next is quite extraordinary. My name is Ryan Chilcote. I'm a special correspondent for PBS NewsHour, and it is a distinct honor to be part of this. Let me begin by introducing Badr Al-Alama, the head of the GMIS Organizing Committee. Sir, please.
Thank you, Ryan. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I stand in front of you today to share my excitement. Excitement that is driven by the transformational outcomes that we're about to introduce shortly. We've been planning this for a whole year, and in the process of doing so, we've brought together so many people from across the world to accomplish something very special. I hope you all enjoy what you're about to see and what you're about to hear. Today, we celebrate the 16 innovators who have made it to the finals of the first ever Global Maker Challenge, an initiative of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, ruler of Dubai. As a short introduction, the Global Maker Challenge is an online open innovation platform that enables makers and innovators to connect, collaborate, and co-create wherever they are in the world to solve real-world challenges. For His Highness, this is part of his huge Global Initiatives philanthropic program aimed at making the world a better place for everyone, everywhere. As its name implies, the Global Initiatives program reaches out beyond the borders of the UAE, indeed beyond the region, to transform lives across the world. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid looks to the UAE to play a global role, which far exceeds the expectations of a country with a small population. Indeed, when we in the UAE punch way above our weight when it comes to philanthropy, when it comes to arts and culture, when it comes to business, finance, industry, and hopefully in the very near future, when it comes to advanced manufacturing. So with its focus on solving the most pressing real-world problems, the Global Maker Challenge is a natural fit with both the philanthropic work and the vision of His Highness to create a thrusting, connected, outward-looking UAE, investing the wealth it has derived from the past into future industries that will help generate a new prosperity for the world. The initiative also reinforces the mandate set by the Global Manufacturing and Industrialization Summit, because while industry may have brought many great things to our world, they have also contributed to some of the biggest problems we now face as a planet. Industry must not progress at the expense of its social and environmental responsibility. This is no longer an important matter that needs to be addressed by shareholders or the boards of companies. This is now an imperative aspect for all manufacturers to take seriously when presenting themselves as good corporate citizens. And in this fight to protect our future, we cannot depend on industry alone. Individually and collectively, we all have a duty to ensure that the technologies driven by the fourth industrial revolution are exploited for global good, and therefore must be utilized as tools that can spread global prosperity to enable economic regeneration in countries that need it the most. Today's finalists are makers. Not only do they make things such as products, but they are making a difference for their communities and for our world. For all of us here today, I hope that what we are about to see will make us feel proud that in the midst of all the noise and disruption and instability that is happening in some parts of our world, there are true champions. Champions that drive the cause for humanity. Champions that think about our children, champions that think about our environment, and champions that think about prioritizing others that are in need before putting their own needs first. All of us, each one of us, have in our hands the capability of doing what our finalists are doing today, and that is making a difference for someone out there who needs all the help he or she can get to live, to earn, and to contribute to their society. A big thank you to our partners, to our judges, and most importantly, to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. This is just the beginning of our journey towards making prosperity possible everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Al-Alama. The first of our 4 categories in which our 1,100 socially minded entrepreneurs competed is the Sustainable Energy Challenge. And could I start by asking our first 4 finalists for that category to join Mr. Alama on the stage, please. Thank you very much for joining us. The applicants for this category were asked to provide a solution to the question, how do the millions of people living in rural and isolated communities get access to low carbon energy? Our 4 finalists in this category provided those solutions better than any of the other participants, and they are Resolute Marine. Their solution, Wave 2.0, a wave-driven seawater desalination system designed to provide clean water to millions in coastal communities. Desalination, obviously an extraordinarily important issue. Thank you for joining us, sir. That's perfect. Yes, please. Our next participant, Atago and finalists, Atago PTE, their solution, char briquettes, for a more sustainable alternative to traditional charcoal for cooking purposes produced by recycling biomass waste. Our next finalist, A2P Energy Solution. A2P collects paddy straw during harvesting in a balled form, then processes it into renewable energy products such as pellets. And I am at a loss for our fourth here. Oh, here we go. My apologies. Off-grid box. Their solution, a village shop. A village shop provides rural communities with electricity and drinking water at far lower costs than more polluting sources. And that, the gentlemen, our four finalists competing in this category. And the winner is
of paddy straw burning. Most of it is burned. It causes smoke in Delhi. It causes respiratory problems in children. The impact is so much that it has caused the lungs of Indian kids living in Delhi to be of smaller size compared to the lungs anywhere in the world. I'm Sukhmeet Singh. I represent Agri2Power, which is A2P Energy. So this is the board, and this is the fuel which is used for boilers. We have a range of products which we make from paddy straw. The aim is very clear. Work with farmers to increase their income. Second is help process paddy straw into different products so that farmers get additional income, environment gets saved, there is less pollution, and prepare something useful for the industry which has a market value. Prosperity means to us is prosperity for the right people. We have seen 1,000 farmers do suicides every year, and if there are bigger organizations which are earning huge profits, that's not a prosperity, as a nation, right? So prosperous India would be that farmers, are happy, there is no suicides, and then we are producing something very useful for the industry.
our congratulations to A2P Energy. While our finalists are leaving the stage, if I could ask our next group of 4 finalists to join Mr. Al Alama on the stage. It's a bit of a hike up here. Probably not the longest part of your journey just yet. Please. If you could just sit alongside Mr. Al Alama. The second of the challenges in which our entrepreneurs competed concerns the digital divide and digital literacy. Applicants were asked to provide a solution to the question, how can people in remote areas access and use reliable and affordable internet connectivity? And the winner is, sorry? This, oh, my apologies, yes. Yes, this is a, yes. Let me begin by, of course, introducing our 4 finalists and their solutions. So we shall do that now. The Rumi Initiative. The Rumi Initiative uses innovative technologies to deliver online learning resources to communities and with limited or no internet connectivity. POA or POA smart towers are based on, from POA Internet. The next solution is based on low-cost Wi-Fi technology and to radically change the cost of delivering internet access in rural areas. Graham Marg's solution for sustainable rural connectivity in India is focused on India. Graham Marg is a low-cost, affordable solution capable of operating within the TV band to provide rural broadband services. And last but not least, the 4th finalist in this category, Digital Access Renewable Technology from Buffalo Grid. Make sure I'm on the right spot here, yes. Buffalo Grid has developed a scalable network of solar power smartphone changing hubs for off-grid regions. And I got a bit ahead of myself earlier, so we shall correct that now. Now we can say the winner is.
Today, you can learn pretty much anything online for free, but the people who have the most to gain from this are usually the least likely to access it. They're in communities with poor internet connectivity or no internet connectivity, they don't have devices, and they're not actually getting the benefits of this free digital learning revolution. My name is Tariq Fancy, and I founded the Rumi Initiative, or Rumi, back in 2013 with the simple mission to bring the free digital learning revolution to the offline world. Rumi uses a combination of crowdsourcing of volunteers around the world to curate the best free learning content across languages and subjects on a platform we have called the Learn Cloud, which is open to all. And then we allow that to be delivered either through the Rumi tablet, which works fully offline because it has extra storage space, or a simple app version that works on any device and it allows people to access all of the best free learning content available on the Learn Cloud for free. The way I think about the impact Rumi can have is that humanity faces a whole bunch of pressing problems. And in my view, the best way to solve that is to invest in the next generation of future leaders. Prosperity for me is the advancement of humanity so that people can live in comfort with good health, with good education, and be safe, and done in a way that's equally distributed. I think that's a direction that we have a responsibility to push humanity in.
And again, if I could ask our next group of 4 finalists to start making their way to the stage, as Mr. Al-Alama is congratulating our current group, that would be fantastic. If you could perhaps wait at the steps, that would be great, and then we'll invite you on. Thank you. Yes, please do go ahead and come up and join us. Please, finalists. As our next finalists come out on stage, let me talk about the third challenge in which our entrepreneurs competed. That concerns rural transformation and zero hunger. Applicants were asked to provide a solution to the question, how can farmers in less developed countries sustainably increase food and cash crop yields? And allow me to introduce our 4 finalists, beginning with Inga Foundation. Inga Ali Cropping, their solution uses nitrogen-fixing trees, or a nitrogen-fixing tree species, to regenerate land and transform the lives of subsistence farming families. That's the Inga Foundation. True Trade. True Trade uses, can we begin with the second group? There we go. True Trade uses an innovative web and mobile-enabled platform to integrate smallholder farmers into sustainable markets in sub-Saharan Africa. Safi Organic Solution. Do we have our Safi Organics? Yes, perfect. Safi Organic Solution is called Safi Sarvi. Safi Sarvi improves the harvest yield and income by up to 30% for the exact same cost farmers pay for fertilizer inputs. And our final participant or finalist in this category is Sponge. Sponge is a temperature-sensitive smart textile that produces water from air, helping to address water shortage in dry coastal areas. And the winner of the Rural Transformation and Zero Hunger Challenge is?
We believe that we're addressing a simple problem. How do smallholder farmers connect to markets? And this is not just a problem for Africa, it's a problem for the whole world. My name is Stephen Katindima. I am country lead for True Trade Africa. It's a social enterprise, a for-profit social enterprise that helps to connect smallholder farmers with markets in a much more sustainable and fairer way. Usually the small-scale producers are left out of the more established supply chains, creating a problem where they don't have the confidence to invest because they don't know where they're going to sell and they don't know how consistently they're going to sell. And so we see our solution really providing an answer to this particular issue, giving them a reason to want to continue to invest, to commercialize their operations, and not just focus on subsistence and survival, but now think beyond that. But it also puts more money in their hands. And that's really the key issue. How can we put more money in the hands of these smallholder farmers so that they can begin to think about things like education, so they can think about healthcare, which are very critical in transforming how rural communities work. Prosperity means a smile on a farmer's face. That's really what it means to me. That it's not about the material wealth that they display, but the satisfaction to know that the hard work that they've put, the sweat and the tears that they have put onto the ground has borne fruit and has brought value. That's prosperity to me.
Woohoo! Congratulations. As we did in the previous two situations, if I could ask our next group of 4 finalists to begin to make their way to the stage to join Mr. Al-Alama, that would be fantastic. Please. Thank you very much. Congratulations for making it to the stage of being a finalist. That in itself is quite an achievement. The fourth and final challenge in which our entrepreneurs competed concerns the sustainability of cities. Applicants were asked to provide a solution to the question, how can cities leverage technology to reduce the spread of infection and prevent the next pandemic? Beginning, allow me to introduce our 4 finalists here, beginning with ADA Health. ADA Health uses AI, artificial intelligence, to help individuals assess medical symptoms and share the results with healthcare professionals. Our next finalists are E25 Bio. E25 Bio has come up with a solution for an urban platform for infectious disease reporting. E25 Bio's mobile phone application is used to detect and report some of the most dangerous and transmissible viruses. And our next finalist is Folia Water, affordable water disinfecting nano silver paper filters. The Folia filter that Folia Water has created as its solution is an antimicrobial filter paper that does not require electricity and contains silver nanoparticles that kill bacteria and viruses. And our final finalist in both this category and of our 16 finalists today is Garv. Garv toilets provide smart sanitation solutions to underserved communities in urban and semi-urban areas in developing countries. And the winner of the Sustainable Cities Challenge.
That most of the underserved communities, especially in the developing economies, they lack basic facilities like sanitation and drinking water facilities, which basically leads to a lot of communicable diseases, and hundreds of children die every day because of these communicable diseases. My name is Mayank Mida. I am the co-founder of Garv Toilets. We provide a solution for smart sanitation in the urban slum communities, underserved areas. And we believe that there is an urgent need to roll out integrated wash solutions through the urban slum communities in developing economies. So we started with a solution of a smart indestructible toilet, which is made out of stainless steel, and we integrated it with smart technologies so that we could track on real-time basis whether the toilets are functional or not. And we, in the process, we also create a user hygiene-related data bank. We knew that there's a business opportunity, but we definitely did not know that this is the gravity of the situation in most of the developing economies. Prosperity is something, what we believe is that if we can provide sustainable solutions to the most low-income communities, and we can provide equitable access for the basic services which are essential for the livelihoods, we would be able to create a much larger impact, and through that we would definitely be able to make an impact towards economic situations, health conditions of the most deserving communities that basically deserve these services.
Congratulations. Exactly. Thank you. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you all for being here today. We'd like to now talk a little bit about next year and give you a sense of what is going to happen with cohort 2, and the idea of paying it forward. The idea that this challenge is about making the world a better place, making it forward, or to make it forward. Uh, 16 finalists, all to join us on stage. Everyone obviously is a winner. I can tell you, where are our 16 finalists? There they are. Please, thank you. I can tell you no one goes home empty-handed. Obviously, the winners will be the happiest today, but even the runner-ups also will be going home with rewards in the amount of $10,000 each. Could I also ask Mr. Lyon to join us, and His Excellency Minister Mazrui? We'd like to do a group photo now, please. Your Excellency, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And I understand we have someone who can stand in for Mr. Lyon. Thank you. While they stand there for the cameras, if we could all just give them a huge round of applause. And that congratulations again to our finalists and winners today. I think we can all say that it's going to be interesting to see what the Global Maker Challenge produces next year and the second cohort of finalists and participants, finalists and winners. And thank you for joining us on stage, Your Excellency. Thank you. All right. You may now all go to lunch. Thank you very much for joining us for this ceremony.